about how to build an information architecture. We do have a poster of this. If you would like it, we can certainly U.S. Postal mail it to you. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to notice is that we have information databases here, databases, websites, other kinds of repositories. Okay? And we have those repositories, and that represents where our information sits. It can sit on file servers, it can sit in databases, it can sit on web pages, it can sit on a number of places and locations. Okay? Then what we want to look at after that is what is our information architecture? And you can see that down here on your slide. You have your information architecture. Now remember that the information architecture is simply a enunciation or a delineation or a set of decisions on which software platforms are going to host which information chunks in your environment. Okay? So that really has to do with your software choices. Now, from there, we're going to have to build out, potentially, you can build out a global taxonomy. Now, why do I say potential? Because everywhere I've been where they've tried to build out a global taxonomy, we're going to have these metadata fields applied to all content types throughout the entire organization. I've never seen them get past 2. And the ability of the various stakeholders to agree on what those 1 or 2 are is quite low. You might get security level applied if the company is interested in security, you know, public, private, confidential, whatever it is. Or you might get beyond the common ones that comes with the software, like author, created date, modified date, those kinds of things. It's just very difficult to get anything else attached to every content item across the entire organization. But within a particular platform, you may start to get global taxonomies within that platform for that chunk of information. So is it global? Well, it depends on how you use the word. But certainly you can get some global taxonomy if it's platform specific and information type specific. Okay? Now, as a side note, if we are talking about SharePoint here, if you were going to do this within SharePoint, what would you do? Well, you would you would have to do this. You would build out an MMS hub that would have certain content types created within them. And I realize I'm kind of jumping ahead to a number of different kind of concepts. We'll come back to these concepts. That had certain metadata that then was inherited by other MMS hubs. I don't really recommend this necessarily. It would have to be a pretty strong business case to have a lot of inheritance going on between hubs, because that can get pretty difficult to manage pretty fast. But it is doable if that's really a business requirement within your SharePoint deployment.